Hey everybody, this is Dalek 44 and I'm bringing you a long overdue commentary on one of my second co videos. The Dalek Sec email COVID video. And this was something I came up with last year not last year, in 2022. This was something I came up with in 2022 to sort of fill in the gap of the absence of second co during the lockdowns. And since Children in Need was coming up then, I thought this is a good opportunity to do it. So the whole video is basically Dalek Sec doing this whole email shtick and revealing to us the stuff that happened during the lockdowns. Oh, and the COVID trilogy. I actually came up with that when I was working at Southmead Hospital during the lockdowns. Yeah, I started to call the whole thing like a trilogy when we had the third lockdown. And I, of course, used names of Star Wars films for the made-up trilogy. And when I was making the video, I just decided that's got to be in the video. Yeah, funny fact about that "Help Me, Don't Let the Monster Eat Me" clip. I actually made that originally with the original tone, like no high-pitched voices, no sped-up clip or anything. And I had a look at it, and it was funny on its own, but because Dalek Sec had a small squeaky voice in the original video, and then I thought it would make sense to up the pitch of the voice in that clip, and I just ended up making it even funnier. I just can't get enough of Dalek Sec with the angry monobrow. And it's like Sec's always wanted to say that to Slevene, but he was always just being too polite. Like, he's known about Slevene's terrible cooking for a long time, and he's just bottled it up, but being stuck indoors in the pandemic made him angrier than usual. And that was just an idea I came up with, like how the pandemic and the lockdowns can affect different people, how different people react to it differently. And since Dalek Sec is known to have a short temper from time to time, like the patience of Blackadder and Doomgal from The Magic Roundabout, and I thought, what if that was up to 100 during the lockdowns, when we can't really do anything or go anywhere? And I was really keen to do the Little Miss Bossy bit when he uses the C word, but it gets bleeped out. Yeah, I actually did record that certain word when recording it, but then just cut it out during the editing, because I know that's arguably the most offensive word in the English language. So I did sort of the same thing they did with the Harley Quinn TV series, where one of the characters says the word, but they keep censoring it, but everyone knows what he said. And rather than use the old bleeping like I used to in the early Second Code videos, I made the decision to have it cut off during conversation rather than just censor it, because I stopped using the censoring a long time ago. Although I didn't really censor that much, I did pretty much the same effort of censoring than the Robot Chicken Star Wars DVD did. I only bleep out the middle bit of said words. But these days I don't censor the videos anymore. I don't use the bleep, because I just don't think there's any need for it now. Because they're my videos, I can do whatever the hell I want with them. Oh yeah, and the Dalek Sec's apologies montage was actually based off of one of the South Park COVID specials during the I Forgive You scene near the end of the last special, when everyone's smoking weed and decides that they're all sorry about how they acted during the pandemic. And I just felt this was a really good montage for Dalek Sec to have. And since he very likely upset a lot of people during the pandemic because of his low temper, and then ended up regretting it and decided to make up for it by giving everyone stuff. And the whole vaccination bit here, where Sec and the lads are giving away the whole COVID tests, is from my experience from the NHS, because back in the day we used to get the free COVID strip tests before they made us start paying for them. So I just wanted to draw some real life inspiration into this video. And this is the first time in ages where we've got to see a lot of the main characters and supporting characters in the same room together. Because obviously I haven't done a second co-video for ages, because I've honestly been suffering from a little bit of writer's block at the time during the pandemic. Because how can you write stuff during the pandemic, since it was still a big thing then, and I thought it would have been too soon at that point. I still did some occasional second co-videos during the pandemic and the lockdowns, but I didn't want to overdo it because at the time it was no joke back then. COVID-19, coronavirus and the lockdowns were no joke at the time. But as we slowly started to get out of the lockdowns, I decided to do some more videos with the characters. It was mostly restricted to children in need shorts like this one and that comic relief one I did. But I've definitely still got plans for Second Co and Minnie and Melody's Misadventures. I just need to write some more stories, and I'm still waiting for more auditions for Minnie and Melody characters. And I'm currently writing a pandemic special for Second Co. It's kind of similar to the South Park ones, but not as wild as those ones. So I'll be giving an update when I've given some more progress on it. I'll give updates at some point for that. And yeah, I think that's about it for this one. Yep, that's just about it for this one. That's all I can say about this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the commentary and the original video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao!